Hello, hello! It's Ragnarock, the end of the world! Or, you know, maybe at least the end of the game. Hello. Also, the reproduction of power. Located deep within your soul. There is a power source that never goes out. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, the small child walked on it. Nope, she's dead. I had better leave before there are witnesses. But anyway, hello, and welcome back to La-Mulana 2. Potentially the end. Bleh. I'm a little late because I was just watching something and was like, I don't know, just watching something, completely distracted, didn't know what I was doing. Anyway, we've got puzzles to solve because I am lost. I am lost. We killed, for those who didn't watch the last one, we killed Heimdall, or whatever his name was. Heimdall? Heimdall! There he is. Which is the guy right there, in the, also on the right. He blew a giant horn. And then that's it. The Alpha saw the end of the world, the fall of the mighty, the inhabitants scorched away by conflict. Yggdrasil awakens, saw the red star, the grants a wish that howled at the final gate. 1 second. They always knock, but then they just don't wait for me to say yes or anything. Anyway, she sees the final land's vortex, heavy price being paid, and then a memory of the final gate being pried upon by excessive power, and the price it demands, and murderous, blood-drenched intent. I don't know what that one means. The sun has no idea it has power at all, of the power it has. The moon has no idea it has power at all. I got those mixed up for a second. Dazzling stars remain, smoke and flame rage, flames frolic in the heavens, for the mighty have vanished, for its true form cannot be seen by starlight alone. Problem is, I have no idea where to go. He blew the horn, there are now little ghost guys everywhere. Do I go talk to the fairies? Did they say anything important? Because it didn't mention the Alpha, which are the fairies, I believe. Those residing in Ragnarock must die with Ragnarock. No, you can leave, Freya. You can just walk out. Okay. I always hate characters like that, who are like, no, I must fall. Like, if you can just leave, though. There is nothing lore or physically that is stopping you. Lore-wise or physically stopping you is what I meant to say, but either way, my statement stands, and it is true. There is nothing stopping her from just leaving. Also, she's not even, like, part of Ragnarock. She's part of La-Mulana. Totally different. But whatever. It's fine. Let me read this thing again. Nope, not that one, this one. The fallen mind, habits cursed away by conflict. Yggdrasil awakens, saw the red star that grants a wish that howled at the final gate. So my only other thought is we've seen that symbol before in space, but it's also on the tree. But either way, I don't know where to do this thing. Yeah. But it is nice looking at this screen and being like, wow, I have like almost all the things. It's annoying that I can't get all the things because the game won't let me, but I have almost all the things. We are almost done with this game after 20 parts. Means over 2 weeks. You know, ignoring the almost week that we spent on Mina. Means we've almost spent like a whole lot of time on this game. Yeah. Hello, mechanics. Hope you're having a good day. I am doing okay. Nothing bad to report, except that I don't know what we're doing. You didn't miss much after you left last time. I got stuck on the next part of the puzzle and just haven't really... Okay, that doesn't do anything now. Cool. Well, thanks for knocking at least, Griffey. Hello. Hope you've been well. I'm absorbing the souls of some chumps that died in here. Are you ready to go to space? Oh, I'm sorry, Griffey. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Even if it's just be a big nerd, because I can do that. I can breathe in space. I can't talk properly in space because we're in space. Just kidding. I've got my magical clay doll armor. I can say whatever the heck I want. That was so sad and so embarrassing. Like, I got my magical clay doll armor, nothing can stand against me, and then a crystal shoved me in a corner and just beat me up. Just completely slaughtered me. I only live because of its mercy. Okay, the place is just leaning back and forth. Well, thank you, Botanics. I hope you enjoy watching me suffer. Okay, this didn't do anything. I can't teleport here. Danger! We're in a vacuum. Danger! I'm just gonna leave. I don't feel like walking all the way back. Well, for you, Griffey, you've missed some other stuff. We went through hell finally. I beat her up, and she was like, "Okay, wow, I guess I'm just out of a job now." And then she died. And now Ragnarock is starting because all of the souls of the under Earth are going crazy, or something like that. Alright, you don't do anything. Stinking set. So now I have to fulfill the prophecy and figure that out. You're fine, I forget to. Whee! Plus, if you're busy, you're busy. Was that guy always there? I don't feel like there was a guy walking around in the curry tent. For some reason I want to say curry fountain, and that sounds delicious on paper, but then if you actually saw it in real life, you would probably throw up. Hello, Pink Fairy. Beloved Pink Fairy, our best friend. Well, yes, I am at the point where I have no idea what to do. Which means it's probably something really dumb that I would never think about doing. Oh. I've been in here before. Unless I died and then just forgot. Hmm. Turned out the situation surrounding the ruins of La-Mulana was even more dangerous than I previously thought. Apparently I had not succeeded in sealing the ruins off. This dreadful destructive power could likely have been put to use several years ago. Furthermore, the awakening of Eglana is caused by a slew of problems. While the war never ceased within the ruins, there's been no significantly outstanding movement with the site for generations. In other words, the war stopped because everyone got bored. The newly awakened Eglana is now lousy with monsters, and palpable hatred brewing within Eglana serves to exacerbate its ongoing wars. Eglana was created here on Earth. Unlike the Mother, it has no desire to return to space. The mind it has acquired from Mother consists of nothing but pure hatred and rage. Yeah, same. Collective plan after Alpha appears to be progressing thanks to part the efforts of my daughter. We, too, have been making contribution we can through our own investigative efforts. You have done nothing! Do not lie to me. You sat around drinking coffee, running around, and eating curry. You've done nothing. I've died 370 times, Dad. Where have you been? Anyway, we too have been making what contribution we can through our own investigative efforts, while also watching over her growth and development, albeit from afar. The now fully awakened Eglana will now, in accordance with Mother's will, most likely attempt to destroy mankind. You know, all mothers wish for that. It is said that the enormous giants known as the Jotun will rise up from the underworld, long sealed away down in the deepest depths of the ruins, and launch their attack on our kind. There are those races which hope for the end, and Lokapala, still hungry for control of Yggdrasil, have begun to act. It appears that now it's actually Lokapala who surround this tent at the very moment. With only two of us, it would be impossible to take them all on. The purpose of the altar is Yeah. As long as you enjoy the shrimp and me yapping and crying as my father once again just leaves me alone. You're fine, Griffey. And hello, Opie. Hope you're having a good day. We're gonna go save our dad. It sounds like he got kidnapped by these chumps. Yep, he did. Do you mind? Don't use a cutscene to try and kidnap her to shoot me in the back. We weren't even friends. What are you idiots doing? Huh. Okay, well this is probably... Yeah, this is our new outfit, if you haven't seen that too. When I deleted my file stuff, it got rid of our costume, so I got a new one! We are the... What's it called? The Kimono Cowgirl. What practical clothing for an active lifestyle, but don't want to give up elegance? Profession Cowgirl influenced kimono is perfect for you. It's pink, it's stylish, it has a cool hat. It's, pink. And the sleeves are so ridiculous that it'll confuse your enemies and give you a free hit. Which part of the prophecy is this? They're not talking to me. It's not that one. Bye, Fairy. I'll be honest, I was so used to the jingle of you healing me, I forgot you were there. There's some other thing I have to do here, and I don't know what it is. But Navi's coming back, OP! They're bringing her back! Along with the entire game. Hmm. No, she'll still say this time. Obviously I have to do something with that, but I don't know what, and I can't just beat him. Why isn't the answer to this puzzle just beat him up? Do your stupid journals say anything about this? The lingering mystery of... I'm reading. But nothing about these weirdos. I don't remember anything about them either. The only thing I know about them is that we had to use a dino nugget to get into this room. Final Fantasy remake clips will keep the timeline. They make an MM remake. Do I think they'll keep the awful 3DSi magic decisions? Maybe. I think they'll keep the practical ones. You know, like if you skip ahead in time, you can pick exactly which time you go to. I'm not sure about the giant eyeballs coming out of the bosses, and they'll definitely change the worm fight. I hope. I feel like no one liked that. I don't think I've ever seen a positive thing about the worm fight. You know, except for like one random person every now and then that would be like, I kind of liked it. Which is fine if you liked it, but it was very weird. And did not really work. Do I have to like go up there? It's hard to say because it didn't let me go up there. As soon as I walked in here, it started the cutscene of me walking down. Why are you shooting at your boss? Alright, Dad, I'll be back. And what did they do with magic? Either way, I think they'll... I hope that they'll keep things pretty accurate to how it was in the original game. I like the practical, like, quality of life stuff they added to Majora's Mask. But a lot of the other stuff wasn't very fun to me. I'm creative and change something, then land for MM3DS. Yeah, that sounds about right. There we go. That's weird. Why did it make me walk all the way back? Ow. Didn't even say thank you, by the way. Secret treasure of life. I got 2 achievements for that. Like father, like daughter. Power of the La-Mulana ruins is condensed in its condensed crystallized form. Odd, you still kind of want some Final Fantasy VII original remake? No, not at all. Uh-oh. Why are these guys here now? Curled up and sleeping on the side, you can barely see him, but you can see that he's different. He's kind of pudgy. Okay, well, I did not need to write down these ghosts. And And his hair is very shiny. The bed he's on looks very shaggy. Like, it doesn't look good. To me. I don't think I would want a whole game looking like that. But I would need to see more to really make a full judgment call on it. Of Hyrule Warriors, really. Alright, do I have to kill all of these ghosts, or is that just... Hello. Okay, she doesn't want to do anything but tell me about the app combinations. Okay, no, it looks like the ghosts respawn, so nothing like that. I have the secret treasure of life. What does that do? But yeah, I guess that's the big issue, is he looks like your standard blonde anime boy. And, like, Link isn't really that? Not really. It's mostly been because of the limitations of the systems, but he's always been kind of blocky. I mean, even in, like... Yeah, I guess in 90s anime boy. Yeah, they made the standard in time of the 90s, but now they're making him, like, standard now. And now he's the Pixar boy. Exactly. I was trying to think of which company does that a lot. Like, if you made Hero from Big Hero 6 blonde, he would look just like that Link. And I don't think I want that. Squirrel. But again, it depends on the world, how the world itself looks. If the world itself is super shiny, then I probably won't like it. Push the door open. Gosh. Alright, well that's not doing anything. I don't know what to do. Let's see. Secret of Life. Super shiny future Castletown. That might be... Opens the gate. Problem is, I don't know which gate you mean. At the final gate? If it's the gate on that boat we were just at, I've never been there. And you did say no help. But it's okay. I know it's frustrating to watch someone just fumble around. Zelput, help me. To be honest, silly off Ragnarock is kind of outside my wheelhouse. My greatest wish of the 7 children would finally come to pass. Independent of mankind. Been a long time since... Been a long battle in itself. I don't care if Mother did create most of us. Living in a world where we have no idea where you're all gonna get wiped out. Some straight up... What? You wanna hear more? I said he'll hear more, not hear again. Zelput has been completely useless this entire game. I'll say it. I don't know why he's here. I don't even know if he's moral support. We have not beaten the game yet. We saved our dad and grandpa from getting eaten alive or something. Not entirely sure what the main goal was for that one. Which one's that? That's a Spring in the Sky. Okay, that's... I think that one is the DLC stuff. I'm not certain, but... yeah, we have a hunch, and we did talk to the Fish King. Sorry, the Gyro King. Gyronin King? I don't remember his name. You can yap all you want. I appreciate the chit-chat, as long as you don't get too upset when I say something stupid. Final door. I mean, the only other thing I can think of is to go right back to the Dark Star-Lord. That's the final door symbol, but we were just in there. So I don't think it's that. No. No instant killing. That. No insta-killing poo bombs, please. I'd like to live and not to stink. But a door? I don't know where a door is. I don't want to get La-Mulana 5'd. Any good dreams lately? I had annoying dreams. Yesterday. I don't really remember today's dreams. So I think Ocarina of Time Link can win a JoJo pose competition. I don't think he's big enough. Well, I don't think Ocarina of Time Link is buff enough for that. You know, everyone will always be looking for the big buff guys to do those. Dang. I'm gonna go up here and check just because I can. And if nothing else, maybe I can look at it a bit more to see if it says anything. But I had annoying dreams yesterday that were about board games. I was playing a board game with someone and, like, it was a very intricate game. I don't remember the details, except there were like 3 slots where you would put like specific tokens. And we were just like going through fighting stuff in the board game. But then like halfway through the board game, one of the players are like, wait, I just read through the rules. We've been doing like half of this wrong. We've been doing like almost... Actually, I'm looking at... We've been doing almost all of this wrong. Man, this game's completely messed up. Oh well. Let's just move on to the next one. It's like, how does my brain come up with a random board game that doesn't exist, I'm pretty sure, or at least I've never played it, and then say, you got the rules wrong. Like, to my dreamy face, how does it say these things to me? It knows me and everyone I was playing with well, I guess. Alright, this isn't doing anything, and I don't know what else to do. Can't read it. And I can't use this, it's just kind of here. But then we moved on to a second board game where it was like a Pokemon game. I remember that there were Pokemon involved. It was like a flat board, and you had to move along and either fight or catch Pokemon as you worked your way to the end of the dungeon, or something. I don't really remember. And I remember I was like, yes, I caught this, like, dragon Slowbro. I don't know why he's a dragon, but he's a dragon, and it's a Slowbro. I'll be able to get to the end of the game. And then someone I was playing with said, I'm really tired, though. Can we take a break? And everyone else who was playing agreed. And literally rolled up the board game like it was a stinking placemat and just put it on a shelf. And then the person that was tired was like, I'm gonna go to bed. And then they went to bed and I woke up. I was very sad. I'll never see the end of that game that I was definitely going to win. So that's how my dreams went. I swam out a portion of the water because it was on fire. Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate. Was it? No, because I'm gonna see the end of this game. And I don't think you could roll this game up. Although if you made a map of like the entire thing, if you took a picture of Yggdrasil and then just rolled it up in front of me, I would probably be a little upset. Not even because you're like ruining the picture or anything. You're just the symbolism there would make me cry. But no, we're getting to the end of this game. Just because I have no idea what the heck I'm doing. And yeah, I got to the end of the first game. I didn't beat Hell's Palace or whatever because I'd stopped caring. But, you know, that was bonus content anyway. And also it had been like months and I had no idea how to move my character. Please ignore that I was bouncing back and forth between two walls while I said that. You can't touch me, dead bodies. I have anti-death cream on my arms. I keep going the wrong way. Why do I keep going the wrong way? I'll never know. I gotta go this way. I'm gonna go through the dead souls. The laser just shooting through this room is very alarming. I don't have to like hold it here. No. Has a scripted game over screen and you just kept quitting. That is a very mean thing to do. But I'll be honest, a lot of this game annoys me too. And we're probably gonna take a while to get to the end of this one because I don't know what I'm doing. The hints in-game make no sense. Ow. Or they just don't exist. No. It activated the boat, didn't it? But I can't get to the boat. It activated this thing. Right? But I went over here and did this, and nothing happened. And I can't get up there. Ow. There's the gate, but I don't know where that goes. Which is I guess there is another door somewhere that I have never opened. And just don't remember where that is. Or I'm dumb and there's just an obvious door. That's probably the answer. I can't walk up here. I can't jump through here. So if there's a way on top of that boat, I don't know what it is. I've never went there. Nope. No idea. I figured it was the boat the whole time, but I don't know how to get up that. I don't know. And if there's a gate somewhere else, I don't know where it is. So... Thank you. Free heals. Oh no, I'm trapped. Why would you put that? Why would you put the exit to a hot spring right on top of a spike trap? Evil. I'm sure it was hinted somewhere, but I probably didn't see it. Guess I was looking at my map. Can't be that one. Can't be that one. Can't be that one. I think. Well, you know, I don't know. I'm not good with vague hints because I'm dumb. But also a lot of them are just so weird. It wasn't this one, but I'll go through it anyway. I don't... No, that one goes down to Ancient Chaos, I think. Specific bill you don't actually have. Clean up weird crash in a house that doesn't exist. And you're like, right, that was a dream. Yep, same. Even with my goofy board game one, because it did include some people I actually know, I was like, that didn't happen. They didn't just ditch me in the middle of a game. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Something's still in this room because that eye is still on. They usually turn off when you're done. But it doesn't seem to be mantra related. It would have zapped me. I think. I guess it could just be... Yeah, that's why it's active. It doesn't want me to hit those walls still, for some reason. I mean, when you're awake, you're actually not? Yeah. That's what it sounds like to me. OP is living two separate lives, but they're also the same life. They are the worst. And now we're here. There are ghosts here. Why are there ghosts here? I'm so confused. But it's fine. I don't think it's any of these, but... Yeah, this goes back to the roots. I feel like I've been to every single one of these things. Lot of ghosts here. Kinda hope they aren't here to stay. No way, that room is... Is that the bird room? Too many enemies. Too many things trying to murder me all at once. Let this all be one big dream. Actually, no, that would be awful. If I dreamed that I was playing this game, I would be a little sad. When I feel like I'm gonna be late for something, I usually just keep waking up. I don't even have the dream that I'm gonna be late, I just keep waking up. Be like, is it time yet? Oh no, 3 more hours. Is it time yet? Oh no, 2.5 more hours. Is it time yet? Oh no, 2 hours. I've very rarely been late for things, but... This is where we just were. Yeah. So yeah, I have no idea where the store is. Let me think. Can't think of a door that wasn't open. And Ragnarock's happening down here too. Cool. I opened the door but never went through it, probably. Very, very probable. But then I don't remember where it is either. Because I probably looked at it and said, yep, I've went through that door. I've been to all the places. But alright, if it's on the map, then I'll find it. Just have to sweep through every area. Hooray. Top goes to Ice Fire, top left goes to I don't remember, and top right goes to... somewhere. I know I've been to the top right though. And I know I've been to the top left. Top left goes to the place with the poison room. And then this one's the entrance to this place. It goes back to the gate of illusion. No, wait, is that this one? This goes to the Vine Fortress, okay. For the far off future, okay. Ominous. Top left is the poison room. Above me is Ice Fire. Top right is... I think it's Immortal Battlefield. So it's not here. Okay. Or do 1.7 drops when we get co-op going again? We can try it, but... I don't know. I don't know what's included in it. Or if the Stardew Enhanced stuff would still work with it. Of course we don't have to use that. I still have all that stuff installed though. I have a whole thing sitting on my desktop that is just Stardew stuff that I just haven't used in forever. Okay, this goes to the ice area. That's what I thought. The Steam Deck? It's pretty good. I personally have found it to be a pretty big headache. But that's because I kept messing with stuff. But if you use it for just your game stuff, then it's fine. I know we've been down here, but I'll check anyway, because I'm dumb. Hate these snakes. No, I was talking about the Steam Deck, not the Steam Machine. I just realized what you meant. Their actual, like, console thing? I don't know. And the Steam Deck is the handheld one. Oh no, this is the... Okay. That's the one that goes to... Yggdrasil. There's a traces of poison. I cleared that years ago. Or not, the roots of Yggdrasil. Yeah. Okay, Immortal Battlefield we've checked. Icefire. I mean, I guess it would have to be on this side. Hall of Malice? I don't know. What's the opposite of the Immortal Battlefield? Does that matter? No, I guess not. Because Roots goes to like 4 different places. No, this is the corridor blood door. What is the problem? Have I soft-locked myself in some way? Have I actually made it so I can't see the end of this game? That would be very funny. I'd throw my controller onto my bed. Not against the wall or anything, because I don't want it to break, but I would be very sad. Oh, Hollow Mouse was correct? But it's not on the map? Is the thing above me? No, that one goes to... I forget where, but I know I went through it, like... This goes to... the Olympians, yeah. But it's not on the map, okay. That makes sense. I figured it must be hidden, because I feel like I went to every single door I've seen. I'm gonna go heal. I wish I could answer that, Griffey. I want to say yes, because the Steam Deck is actually just a tiny computer. Running Linux. And also has, like, preset things on it. So I want to say, yeah, you can probably mod it. Pretty sure that's what gave me a headache, though, is I was trying to mod it and put a bunch of emulator stuff on it. Because that was, like, the only thing I'd ever use it for. You know. Well, if it's a secret room, then it was... right here. But we found that. That was the armor. Haha, go find a secret. Can't be a key fairy secret. I found all those. I didn't really need a Steam Deck. I made the people who got me the Steam Deck pretty sad because they got me it, and I was clearly not that excited for it. But at the same time... Huh. They got me a... I think this was the same year. But they got me a wooden katana to make up for the katana I lost when I was a little kid. And I was pretty excited to see that. I don't use it for anything, but I was happy to have it back. Yeah, in a way. I'll write that one down. Yeah, I really didn't have that much use for it. I barely touched it. I fiddled around with it and had a headache, and then I gave up on it. It has been sitting in a corner collecting dust, but still charged. I occasionally download games onto it, in case the power ever goes out and I get bored. A secret hidden in plain sight, but it is not. So it's a La-Mulana secret. For a while, it probably was. It's definitely not now, though. And I may or may not have fixed the thing that was causing my computer to flip out and lag. I don't know what I'm looking for, but as long as I know it's in this place. Do I need to use a mantra for it? I can't tell. No, that was more of the boat thing, I think. But I'll walk around doing it anyway. Looking for something that looks like a door. Thank you. Plug is prone to a controller thing, playing the computer through an app. Or panels. Sounds good. Some games aren't compatible or chug a bit. The Steam Deck probably will be able to handle it. I don't think the Steam... whatever it's called, will have any trouble either, because it's Steam. Why didn't it hit that guy twice? Go, learn the truth. I already did that. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking for. Let's see. Now. The door over here is the shop. Yeah, secret. Should I be hitting every wall? Probably. Yeah, probably. But aha! Matter of factly, I probably haven't seen this door. It's probably not over here, but I'll go hit this wall just in case. Wanna buy some weights? You already bought my angel shield and my angel heart. No. Probably not in crab room. And I can't go in these doors anymore. The corridor of blood is flooded and is incapable of doing that. Either way. I don't remember what we were talking about. Nothing. Things and stuff, stuff and things. Aren't those the same thing? No, stuff is different than things. Yep, it is pretty nice to not have constant updates shoved into your face. But on the other hand, there are some games I'm like, I'm glad these still have... Huh? That sounded like something opening. But how do I get that? There are some games I'm glad they're still, like, updating. Yeah. But then there are some games I'm like, these games are fine how they are. I'll go back to them eventually. Like, I don't know, Ocarina of Time. Okay, let's try... I guess approaching it from the left. Nope, nothing. Some AI exploit patch to them at least? That's pretty funny. In a way. The app disables AI features. It is astounding how many people are just like, no, we don't want AI, and they're still pushing it. I'm sure the AI does help for some things, and it does help with, there was, or rather is, a custom campaign thing in Warcraft 3 that I have played and saw, where they used AI to make voices, and it's so funny. But, like, the voices aren't terrible, and it's nice to have them instead of having to read the characters really fast, or read the characters' dialogue really fast, but I'd still rather not have it. Like, why didn't you just voice them yourself? I would appreciate that more, even if it sounded awful. Or really dorky. New Fable say to have a 1,000... What? 1,000 what? That does sound like too much. No, you're fine. Yeah, voicing yourself could have made it charming. Although one character was... Permanent watering restriction? Ugh. No, that's fine. English sucks. I don't know what I'm doing here. Maybe I have to do the... I don't know. I saw something in that wall. And I always knew something was in this wall. But I don't know what to do here. Okay, there's something else we have to do. That's what I thought, but I've jumped to, like, all the points. Unless maybe I'm crazy. But no, I'm pretty sure there was a thing. Well, can't do that. I got all the key fairies. Well, she probably would be able to show the wall, though, you're right. Why am I blanking on where to go? This one. So, good idea, Riesling. But also, Fable's gonna have 1,000 NPCs? Is Makuri the key fairy? I think so. I wrote these down. Yes, Makuri is the weak key fairy. Okay. I guess my first thought is, how many NPCs does Skyrim have? Like, NPCs that talk to you. Means in the elaborate 3-paragraph email that makes you look silly. Use the Adam summarize verb as 3 paragraphs, emails extend 3 sentences. The companies will eventually stop paying for it, because it's not getting them any money. And then Hall of Mealis. Oh yeah, I forgot I could do this. I was on the right side. Why? Wait, what? Kind of forgot I had claws, to be honest. Yeah, people are gonna get dumber because they're gonna just be like, well, just use AI for it. Well, I don't wanna. Okay, I'll have to do the claw thing. I forget if I can... I can't swing or attack while I'm doing this. Dang it. Think, really think. Use your critical thinking skills. I know, I'll use a gun! It'd be easier if I could use... items. Nope, that can't reach. That can't reach. Darn it. Blowing it up didn't reach. I guess I... actually... Dang it. I wanted to throw it to the right, but I was holding to the left and... I'm so good at this. This is obviously not the way you're supposed to do it, but I'm dumb. Just a little bit. What? I was holding to the... Ah, I'm taking damage, so it doesn't work. Alright, what stupid thing am I forgetting? What feature am I forgetting? No. I guess I actually could have used Mjolnir the whole time. Nope. Okay, it takes that long for her to recover. So bombing is not gonna happen, I think. I just have to go fast. What feature am I forgetting? I hate this. This feels like the same kind of issue with the gold rock. Got it, finally. Just had to be good. Okay, now we have to go press the seal, and then the seal will clap its fins together and open the door to the door. Ta-da! So, matter-of-factly, I did not open that door. I'd never seen that door before in my life. There. Who is that? It's okay. So you finally made it this far. According to the data you gathered, this should be the final door. This is where the ninth child, the mother's final creation, sleeps. These ruins were constructed in the same manner as La-Mulana. That means the embodiment of the mind of Ragnarock should be lying in wait somewhere in the deep center of these ruins. But the main difference with La-Mulana is that Ragnarock has already awakened, and it's utterly furious at this world for destroying its mother, because why wouldn't it be? We cannot enter this gate. It seems that it can only be entered by one who is both free from Mother's bonds and has harnessed Mother's power. I believe in you. I'll be waiting. I can't really help you out, but I'll be waiting. After you take down the ninth child, Ragnarock's power too should die out, and we'll be able to enter too. Once that happens, I'll be there. Now hurry up and get out of here. None of that history or mankind stuff matters now. You have to make it through this. No, Mother did not want to be destroyed. Okay, we're gonna... Mother wanted to go back into space. That was her quest. But around the fourth or fifth children, they realize we can't kill you, or we can't get you back to space. It's impossible. But Mother is still suffering horribly, so I guess we'll just kill her and put her soul to rest. But, you know, being Mother's children and under her control, more or less, they still couldn't really do that. So stuff kept continuing and continuing, and I'm going the wrong way. And then eventually the seventh children made the clay people, and the clay people turned into us, the humans. I think that's correct, at least. Hate this guy. And since the seventh people made us, we were not made by Mother, which means we're not under her control, which means we can beat her up all we want. Trying to think of what else I should. Go to Camilla. Miracle Witch and Bounce House give us something. Oh. I wrote this wrong. There we go. And it was confusing my brain. I wrote the full Miracle Witch, whereas for all the other things, I just wrote Miracle. Okay, that's Blue Fairy, so Bounce Shot. And then Lonely House and... Okay. Whatever. If we have to redo it, we have to redo it. But we're not gonna have to redo it because... Oh, wait, I have to open the door with the other one. One second. Because I didn't actually have mantras enabled. What was that? Something attacked me. Welcome to Spiral Hell. The final, I assume, location in this entire game. If you exclude the DLC. And it's already gross. Oh no! They're super ghosts! Why can't I absorb these ghosts? That doesn't make any sense. You think just because you're red, you're better than me? If we don't rescue Dad, then we can't get to this place. Good to know. He kind of hinted at that with, you need the embodiment of Mother's power. Oh boy, you're back! Do I just jump? No, why not? Oh. I can touch that. It's always so hard to tell what is and is not part of the background. Why Mickey? I don't know. That was just the voice that bubbled up within me. You're new. Ow. Berserker. Ow. Okay, sure. I mean, I guess I did just walk into your sword. Also, hello, you're new. Or are you new? I may have killed you before. Ow. Yeah, that sounds familiar. No, I don't want to be behind him. No, this is what happens when I get behind him. Oh, but he's stuck. Oh, but you're stuck. You chump. I got a muscle. Ow. I have 1 HP. No problem, Griffy. Oh no! Well, sir. Yeah, when Kevin gets home, he just comes home in a stupor and just flails around and knocks everything over. So Griffy has to put away all of the breakables before he comes through the door. That's how I read that, at least. Work is hard. Yeah, got him. Stupid robot. Oh! I don't know why I went over there. Or all the animals get so excited he's back, the breakables will be destroyed if he remains. Then maybe the animals are to blame. But I think blaming Kevin is a lot funnier. That does sound great, and also very destructive. Oh, pork, oh my gosh! Can I teleport? I can, but I don't have a map. Well, it's probably a deeper Bork. I hate these Valkyries, and I have to kill one of you. You realize that, right? I can't complete my glossary in time for the school project if I don't murder you. Gotcha. Yeah, you're useless. Oh, of course! The classic gap. Of course! How could I have not recognized her? The Gap. A Valkyrie who inhaled the miasma that surfaced with the coming of La-Mulana's Inn. The Gap has begotten her allegiance to the Vanner and reduced to collecting evil spirits and releasing them all over the place. She is the Dark Valkyrie. I want to complete the glossary now would be a good time, but I don't know how. I'll leave it up to the classic viewers. Should we go back and complete the glossary? I genuinely don't know how, though. Is the thing. I'd have to look them up. Because I am certain that a lot of them, like, we just got the Echidna one by looking at that computer again. I would never think to do that. It would just be me running around mashing the read button. And that doesn't sound very exciting to watch. Ow. Ow. Ah, I double jumped like a dummy. Ow. Ow. Darn it. Darn it. Why is this guy kicking my butt? He doesn't even have a head. Ah. And I don't know how that one hit me. But still, I appreciate the tip-off that we probably... I guess I'll save properly right here. And if I ever want to go get the achievement for getting my glossary filled, we can go do that. But I'm not too stressed about it. I never really intended to 100% the game. Yeah, I hope you have a good vacation, Griffey. Glossary? I don't know why, I just read that in Goofy's voice. I can't do a Goofy voice. What do you mean, Brilly? Your voice is always goofy. Shut up. Stop sending your evil dogs at me. And my aunt actually just went on a vacation too. Well, I guess I probably shouldn't say. But my aunt just went on vacation. And everyone in the family was so sad to not see her. But you know, she's a teacher, so she deserves to relax too. Yeah. Inside the country. As I just said, she's a teacher. I don't think she could afford to go outside the country. Not very far, at least. Ow. Ow. I don't think I have to kill this guy. And technically I already did kill this guy. Huh. But he's annoying, and he's killed me twice. Ow. Ow. We did it. He's dead. And now if we die and come back here, I will probably just ignore him. He's dead. Okay. People not happy to pick them up. Oh. Who is trying to zap me? Yeah, he was a mini-boss. He deserved to have all that health. Ow. Unlike all these other guys. What? I knew this was gonna happen. This happened in the last game. I'm leaving. That happened in the last area of the last game, where it's just, if you go up, you're like, oh, all the way back at the beginning, huh? Cool, cool, cool. But there, now I don't have to kill that guy again. Technically, I've already done it. Like mother, like child, I guess. Yeah, knowing my luck now that I've said that, there's gonna be a room where there's like 3 of them. 3 of those big guys. Ow. Get out of here. It's like, if you don't kill them, then they're gonna eat your face off. At least now I don't have to open the door again. It comes back stronger each time I kill him. I walk back into the room, now he has a floating chin above his neck. Now I guess he would have a neck and then he would have a chin. So first he'll just have a neck, and you'll be like, oh, that's weird. Did he get a little taller? And then, oh, that's weird. He has like the bottom of his chin? Now he has the bottom of his jaw, like, fully there? What's happening? Yeah, like the Hydra, only every time you cut off a piece, he just slowly regrows his one head instead of growing a new one. I don't know which one's scarier, honestly. I hate these guys. They're so slow. They're so slow to move, so slow to kill. They're way too handsy. I don't like facing off against them. Ow. Oh wait, he's gone. Yeah, I guess he doesn't come back stronger. Huh. Oh, I fell down. Should I be like absorbing them? No. Okay. Didn't think so. I love that it just says die. Like, it had all of this information, and now, after absorbing the dissonance of 4 or 5 different races, it just says die. Just blow yourself up, you stinking clay doll. Why does it feel like I've seen this room? I've seen that room. Oh man, not you again. I killed you too. I don't remember how I did it. Well, I think so. I think Loki was the dissonance we absorbed one time. I don't remember how to kill you. It's real annoying, though. Just kill me. I don't care. Please. I think Loki's probably happy with me. His objective was to start Ragnarok. Guess what I did? It's probably all the other things. I did mess up the, that big computer thing, Tylenol or whatever. That thing probably hates me. I know that's not his name, but the closest thing I could think of. Ow. My brain wanted to say Tyrogue, but then I remembered, no, that's a Pokemon. That's a baby Hitmonlee or whatever. I was below your vision. You couldn't have seen me. You couldn't have seen me. Stinking Valkyries. Acting all high and mighty just because I lost my outfit, so I'm not a Valkyrie anymore. Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, Hitmontop. Don't like these things. Hitmontop is the one that turns into Hitmonlee? No? Tyrogue just evolves into 3 different guys. I think. I could be wrong. I think Hitmontop is just his own guy, though. Right? Did try to trick me. Why would you do that? Yeah, Hitmontop's the middle version, although he still does do more kicks than punches. So, you know, you got that part right. Break chances. That's the way to put it. Ow. Dang it. Go ahead. Zap me. You won't. Yeah, I believe in you, by the way, OP. If you decide to try your hand at making music, I'm sure you can make something great. I've mentioned it before. I tried to learn the drums in high school, I think. Middle school or high school. Didn't work out. I'm dead. I'm just gonna fall down here and die. Gonna fall down here and cry. I was stuck on the wall. Does Top reference anyone? I think it's just because he's the top. But I don't know. I hate this thing. Why did only one of the lightning bolts hit him? Not that it matters. Ow. Ow. Nope, I'm dead. I don't know how to fight this thing. Yep, composing your own stuff is like work. I know, the kickflips are awful. I don't know how to deal with it. I guess I can just throw a bomb in its non-face. What was I gonna say? Like, I've still been kind of working on my video thing that I kind of want to do, but I mentioned it, I think, last stream. But I put together the first part, and I was like, okay, how does this sound? Wow, I sound terrible, but the audio quality is okay. I was able to edit out all the background noise. But just the first part is like 4 minutes long. I'm like, is that okay? All I did was the intro and like the beginning of the first weapon. Is that okay? If I don't know. Obviously not every single part's gonna be that long. I'm not gonna do the intro every time. But it might be upwards of an hour. Or at least 40-50 minutes, and that feels too long. Ow. Kinda, to me. I don't know. Alright, we both know I'm gonna fall, so... I'm gonna go down here and give it my all. Okay, the bombs are not working. They worked on me. Ow. Ow. I'm still getting hit, but... Ow. Why is... But why does crouching make her jump? That doesn't make any sense. I wasn't crouching because she was doing a charge attack. Well, now what? Ow. Still got kick flipped. You know, that move. Alright, well, it's dead. Let's get out of here. Thanks for the tip. I guess it helped. It at least put me in a situation that just... Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Anyways, I'm leaving. Knowing that the return of the mini-bosses means they don't come back. Only. Yeah, editing is difficult. That's kind of why I gave up on it, really. Yep, same Griffey, although my skills lie in just talking a lot. I don't have any artsy skills. Please ignore the blob in the corner. Ow. Ta-da! Back over here. I did edit my own video things, and then it's a lot of work. Of course, the way I was doing it was probably not efficient. Because that was before I had this little thing where it did lip flaps on its own, more or less. I was just doing the lip flaps every time. Of course, I did have Kaiser's tips on that one. Not that he said anything to me personally, he just had the whole video where he was talking about how he edited DBZA. And he was like, well, I do like one lip flap here, where it's closed, and then have one where it's like half open. And depending on how the volume is, I either make the next one either bigger or smaller, and blah blah blah. I don't remember, it's been a few years. That's obviously not what Kaiser sounds like. Sounds more much like a nerd. Whee! Whee! I don't know if I'm doing a good job talking, but I'm at least very good at just making noise that you can probably assume is talking. Even though it's just me quietly baking my own brain so that I don't go insane as I fumble through video games. Aha! Ow. Thing is, I feel like I've been in this room before. Have we been in this room before? I'm pretty sure we've been in this room before. Go ahead, scream at me, eternal spirits. I will scream louder. I knew it! I have been in that room before. I have been in that room before. I don't remember what the trick was. I'm pretty sure this was in the first game, wasn't it? Or was it in this game? I don't remember. Okay. That's a bird! Hey look, Griffey! There's the griffin! You got to see him! Of course, he lost his head, but, you know. It's you! You've lost your head! You might be dead. And this might be the easiest fight. Oh, they put the little bird head demon down there. That's a good bit. That thing is terrifying, but that's a good bit. Really wish I had a regular ranged weapon. Like, I don't know, some kind of buster weapon. Some kind of battery buster. Or a mega buster. Instead, all I've got are shurikens. Yeah, I would prefer no politics, because you don't want... On the off chance this video ever got more than one viewer, I wouldn't want the comment section to just be a bunch of politics. Why? Demonic. Okay. Now the question is, how do I get up there? Did I ruin it by killing that bird? I don't think so. I don't think they could do that, because if I left, then I'd just be soft locked out of the end of the game. So... I agree, it is more tech talk. Technically speaking. Whoops, controller. Flipped out. Oh, yeah, duh. I keep forgetting I have that power. Don't you guys forget sometimes when you just put glue on your hands and then you go to grab something like a can or something? It's like, oh, right. Glue in my hands, can't do that. Boop. There we go. Okay. Ow. Go ahead. Cut me to pieces. I'll heal. You won't. Can't push that block. Demon birds continue to haunt us. I am scared of an instant kill. Like, at any point I could die. At any point a pancake maker demon could just show up and make me into a pancake. As is their wont. Come back. I have to whip you. Thank you. Yeah, at any point I could be La-Mulana, like right about now. Whoa. What is this? Have we met? Have we met? Hang on. Have I fought a giant laser shooting lady? I don't think so. I mean, yeah, technically, but one that was also a big statue. But hey, there's a shortcut. I'll take a shortcut. Is it over here? Nope. Well, if it's there, whoop. Good time, Josh. Enjoy Scrandle? I don't know what Scrandle is. I have not really been watching Good Time Zone for a while. Don't know why. It just never pops up, so I just kind of forget about it. Alright, let's try this again. Ow. Well, I'll be honest, I found this before I read your message. I just walked behind her, or walked under her, and whoop, there it goes. Now, will this kill me? Ow. Oh, that thing. Okay, I have seen that before, actually. And you, like, have to guess how much it costs or something? Or, like, which one's cheaper, which one's more expensive? Yeah. I mean, seems amusing, but I would have no core reference for any of that. I've never been to a stadium. But I do remember watching one of those. It's like a lot of the food just looked gross or messy. But then they were flipping out about it. It's like, no, that thing's delicious. Which, I mean, that's fair. Some messy foods can be pretty tasty. Like the one you find appetizing. Okay. Hello. Oh, it's Nidhogg! Old friend, buddy! Uh-oh. Doing that again, I see. Ow. Ow. Could we play without the spikes? I would really love to play this game without the spikes. Whoop. Dang it, stop flipping sides, you stinking dragon. I'm gonna smack you with Mjolnir. Ow. Ow. Man, we haven't seen Nidhogg in forever. Ow. Ow. And I'm starting to see why! Sticking dragons. Well, what would you find appetizing then, Griffey? Like, if it showed up on the screen, what would make you go, oh, I really want that? I guess that's the appeal of the game. Like, I assume not all of it's greasy. They don't have to be greasy, I think. I guess it depends on if it sticks to stadium food. Nidhogg! It should really say their names again. Ow. I was thinking it with the other ones too, but... Ow. Ow. He is a pain. Ow. 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 Yeah, well, these trash mobs are kicking my butt. Granted, it's mostly these stupid spikes, but... But they were still bosses. Okay, I don't want that. Tonkatsu is a form of... What? I don't know what either of those words are, Opie. I think I mostly heard that word in Chowder. The cartoon. Ow. 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 Okay, you have to go. I was gonna keep you alive so I could eat you later, but you have to go. Look who's back. Have I heard of chicken fried steak? I've heard those words. Maybe not particularly in those orders, but yes, I've heard those words. Oh, I hate spikes. Ow, ow. Seriously, it's just the spikes. Nope. Not ideal at all. I'm dead. Do I have to kill all these guys? Probably. I wouldn't put it past it if it was like, no, you have to go and kill all the guys. I don't wanna kill all the guys. Okay, so it's a chicken fried steak. Got it. Tonkatsu is a pork version of that, so it's a pork fried steak. How are they teaching all these things to fry steaks? Stop moving! Stop moving, you stinking flying rat! I'm gonna go buy more flares. Ow, ow. Okay. Okay, I landed on the spikes again. Spikes are my mortal enemies. Only gravity surpasses them. Oh my god. Okay. Nope, going over here. You can't touch me over here, Shumpo. Time travel's not my enemy, I just don't like it. As far as I'm aware, time travel has never actually hurt me in some way. Ow, ow, dang it, right into the spikes. I'd say impatience is probably my third. Dang it. Crispy is good. Ow. Okay. Maybe time travel caused me to be sick that one time in my life. That one time in my life where I got so sick that I stopped being extremely sick a lot. That was a time traveler's doing. Right, forgot you're a giant fist demon. For some reason I thought you were a foot demon. Not that it really matters, it's still terrifying. Oh. But yeah, who knows? Time travel could be the cause of a lot of problems. We'll never know, because that's just how time travel works. Well. Well. No, this one just creates a lot of feet and then kicks you with them. That was the kind of foot demon I was thinking of, at least. It's a demon of feet, not a demon for feet. Yeah. But coincidentally, it is 4 feet tall. Oh, my sure can or sure can't. Ow, 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 the spikes. Why the spikes? You know what would make La-Mulana 2 much more difficult? Just adding spikes that are both vertical and horizontal at the same time. Said the developer at the very end of developing the game. And all the other two developers said, you know what, you're right. We should do that. I'm sure everyone will love it. I hate it. It's the worst. No one could possibly love this. Yeah, said the dev as he twirled his evil mustache towards the other devs that also twirled their evil mustaches. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm only aware that there is at least only one of the developers that was actively in charge of all of the big traps. Like, I don't know. A giant fist that comes down and crushes you immediately. And all of the insta-kill pancake makers. All of those, their fault. Just one. Just one person designed all those. You know. But, you know, we keep coming back. In the end, it's really the player's fault. Like, we could just not play the game. I didn't mean to shoot my gun! Whatever, this can be blocked. Oh, I guess it can't be blocked, but it also just didn't hit me. Ow. That's fine. I want my bullet back. If a game developer, like, unironically, if a game developer said that they hate me specifically on an interview, and that they made the game as hard as possible just to see, or at least hear me cry, I'd be honored. I wouldn't even be mad. Which, ironically, would probably make them hate me more. So hey, if you ever guys want to get into game development just to see me suffer, go ahead. I will take the honor of being able to say, oh yeah, that game developer, they made a game just so I would play it and cry. And now they're a top tier game developer making like $100 million. And it's like, wow. In a way, I caused that. Never heard of it, so don't... I didn't mean to do that. Some pretty sadistic Mario Maker levels on the Wii U, does that count? If I had owned that game, I would have played them. So yeah, probably. And then you probably would have made more. I had Mario Maker 2. I think that one's on the Switch, right? But I haven't touched that game in forever. I tried making little creative ones where it's like, you get abducted by aliens. I don't remember. I don't know where it is. Check my desk real quick. Probably in here. I have a little container for all my Switch games. A lot of Pokemon, a lot of Zelda. Nope, I do. Super Mario Maker 2. And my one Switch 2 game. Legend, possibly my last Pokemon game, unless I get a Switch 2 at some point. was not an invitation to go make make levels. Don't do that. If you already had it, it'd be one thing, but... Oh my god, I hate this guy. Ow. Game Best Hackathon? What does that mean? Ow. Ow! I hate this place! I wanna cry. Ow. I have heard of Kaizo. I want to emphasize real quick, I suck at Mario. So if you're looking forward to any kind of Mario thing, I wouldn't look very far. Whee! Oh my god. How am I dying to Nidhogg? I guess it depends on what it means. Ow. If it's playing a ROM-hacked game, I try it. I've been meaning to try the Ocarina of Time but too many items thing that someone sent me. Oh, my cousin sent me it. He's like, you should check this out. You can play a randomizer, but like there's too many items and that's the theme. It's got a bunch of the other Zelda items in it. Like the I forget what it's called, but it's like the top from Twilight Princess, I think. Ow. And that looks real dumb. Oh. What can you build in a weekend? Oh, interesting. Ow. I jumped too late. Well, that could still be a ROM hack thing, depending on... Like, building a game in a week sounds really tough. Ow. Darn it, didn't work. We did it! He is dead. And he didn't have the courtesy to leave 1 cent to his name. Never mind, he didn't have a name. He didn't deserve a name. Dang it, Nidhogg, I vouched for you. I thought you were cool. Didn't even give me like a single gold coin. Bleh. Yeah, of course. Nothing like super concrete, just, you know, something cool. An idea put kind of into motion, or I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, but I get it. I get the idea. Like a demo. I don't think, like, my only thought is I don't think I would qualify as a target. I'm not exactly well known, you know. You ever heard of Blue Maid Brilly? No, what's that? Is it like a type of food? Alright, what am I doing here that is wrong? I'm not hitting her, that's for sure. And have I fought this lady before? I don't think so. Alright, I don't think I can hit her. She has some sort of impenetrable blue field. As it turns out, I cannot actually hit things that are blue. That is the slowest falling bridge I've ever seen. What in the world? Is this a falling bridge for sloths? And that was for Nidhogg. You're supposed to drop into Nidhogg's base with that. Oh, it's you. This is the dead bird. I didn't think they could do it, but like they somehow made the dead bird more annoying. Like, the moving lava was bad, but now it has moving horizontally vertical spikes. At least the walk back isn't as bad. Partly because we have this shortcut, but if I had to walk through the underworld again, I'd be very sad. Instead, we just have this very slow bridge. The shuriken reaches the bottom before it falls all the way. Gross. I don't mean to sound so critical and like grossed out about this, but I'm grossed out about this. Ow. Ow. Did you know? They've done a lot of fun things recently, too. With all of their research into Japanese magazines that we could never reach. Those are fun. Okay, so we've got moving spikes and 0 platforms, so I just have to time my hits well. I don't have a timer. If I had a pacemaker, I'd have a heart attack. I can walk all the way back up here. Go back over here. I'm actually wondering if there's another boss I missed on the right of that room, but oh well. I also like things where you get to see behind the curtain, especially because there are some developers that love to hide things behind that curtain. Like, I've talked about old Blizzard a lot with like Warcraft and Starcraft stuff, but there are so many things in all of their old maps that just has random nonsense just hidden in the corner. Oh my god, how am I supposed to do this? Verb is mandatory, Nidhogg was not, of course. Just my luck. Alright, how do I beat this stupid bird? I'm a little surprised though. I kind of figured all of the mini bosses here would be mandatory. Or at least a little bit. Alright, we're gonna try something cheesy. Dangerously cheesy. The kind of cheese you'd only find in a spicy burrito. Darn it. I missed. I was trying to get to stay back up there. I think you can, though. Because if I can jump in and then jump back, I can spawn him and then just throw stuff at him. But either way, it's nice to see how games were developed. I've also watched, like, the What Happened guy. Like, I didn't know, you know that one game I randomly played and found a remake to? Shadow Man? It had a whole history, and, like, I don't remember most of it. It's been a bit since I saw the thing. Yeah, that guy. He's the What Happened guy. He's good. He has a lot of production value. Or, I think that's the right word for it. Ah, dang it. I think it's a vertical one. I don't think we can do it. I'm so bad. I'm getting beaten up by a stupid undead bird and spikes. Ow. I'm just getting beaten up. Like, I can barely move. Okay, try this again. But yeah, Shadow Man had a whole history behind it of how they were given the rights to a comic book series, which I think someone mentioned that while we were playing the game. And their bosses were like, nope, you gotta use one of our comic book guys. We just got the rights to. And they chose Shadow Man. Yeah, I wish I could remember the finer points of it, but it's also interesting to why does it feel like something's launching me down? Is this bird, like, pulling me into... Ow. Like, I can't move. Is this bird pulling me to the ground? Alright, well, the answer here is shield. I think that's the only way to beat this guy. Shield him, bash him after he shoots one fireball. You heard all this come together, actually work. Kind of resonated with you. See no reason it doesn't apply to games. It really does apply to games. Like, not every game, but there are a lot of games that just need a huge team to work on because they got to get everything right. Like, this game only has 3 developers, but those guys had to do a lot of work to make sure this game didn't fall apart. And still make it as annoying as possible. For lack of a better way to put it. Oh, no, wrong button. I hate these spikes. We're definitely gonna leave afterward. Yeah, the answer was shield. Now I can move. Thankfully, his attack rate was a lot better in this one. I don't want to go down there. I don't want to go down there! I gotta go down there. Oh no, this is the Hell's Palace! Ow! This is where we ended in Hell's Palace. And I couldn't get through it. And didn't want to either. Like, that's it. This is the room. And then we had to go all the way down there. I'm gonna see what happens if I go down here. Oh, it's you! Ow. I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm dead. I guess we could grab a ferry. There is a ferry here. Actually, I don't think the... I don't know. I was gonna say, I don't think that the bird was blue, and I don't think Fenrir is either. So blue fairy might work. But pink fairy might still be the safest bet. Yeah, I mean, I did get to the bottom immediately, so that was nice. Granted, it was through bounce house rules. Why do I always go past it? Every time. Hi, Pink Fairy. Don't worry, Pink Fairy. We're gonna go on an adventure. We're gonna go on an adventure where we fight big demon birds and big demon wolves and all that stuff. Hola, Griffey. Thanks for hanging out. Tell Kevin I said hi.